remember things by association. Our memory works by recalling data through association. Now, what this means is that every piece of information we have in our memory is connected to another piece in one way or another. So if you were given the word apple, say, you may connect it to some other familiar words that help you remember it, such as red, round, sweet, doctor, tree, fruit, etc. You can start to see why people use the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, to remember that eating healthy foods, such as fruit, will keep them from getting ill. Although many people think that they have a bad memory, in truth, they probably don't. In fact, most of us have really good memories. It's just that we are not well practiced in using them to their full potential. So why then do we struggle so much to remember things? If there is no obvious association between certain things, it can be very difficult for us to remember them. Suppose, for example, you need to remember that the plane you're catching takes off at 2 p.m. However, as there is nothing about this particular plan which would suggest the number 2 to you, then it is easily forgotten, and you may find yourself waiting for the 7 p.m. flight instead in the terminal or even the red eye. Since memory works primarily by connecting to the familiar, it helps to find a way to associate new data to what we already know. So, in the same example, if you find that your plane leaves at 2 p.m., you could then connect to it by thinking about the plane having 2 wings. 2 wings, 2 p.m. Very simple. So, what do we do when these connections aren't so obvious? Get creative. Think back to grade school, where you were probably taught nonsensical rhymes to remember new facts. For example, many of us were taught the quip, "Never eat shredded wheat," to reinforce the 4 cardinal directions: north, east, south, west. Or news, another way of looking at it: north, east, west, south. The whole point of making mental connections is to be creative, so the next time you're presented something new to remember, try to come up with a rhyme or a series of connective clues to strengthen that memory. Still want to know more? You can get instant access to a 6-day video course to discover how you can improve your memory naturally. You will also receive a free 22-page memory report that show you some simple tactics you can use beginning today for your memory training. Click the link in the box below to get instant access now, or go to elementsofmemory.com.